Let's look at the case of Patagonia, an iconic outdoor apparel company that has been known to be in the business of nature. The company was founded by climbing enthusiast Yvon Chouinard in 1973 and is one of the most renowned clothing companies pursuing environmental activism. The company's mission statement says, Patagonia wants to build the best product, cause no unnecessary harm, and use business to inspire and implement solutions to the environmental crisis. The company, however, has over 70 stores and revenue of more than $200 million USD per year, and despite its numerous trailblazing activities in natural conservation and social impact, it is still part of one of the most polluting industries on the planet, fashion. Fashion is thought to be responsible for around 10% of greenhouse gas emissions. It also accounts for nearly 20% of wastewater. It's a key polluter of rivers. In 2021, it was found that fast fashion brands were responsible for several rivers in Africa turning blue, and the water had turned as alkaline as bleach. What's more, around 85% of all textiles end up being thrown away each year. In fact, one garbage truck's worth of clothes is thrown away every second. On top of that, many of these clothes are made out of synthetic fibers like polyester or nylon, which do not biodegrade. With Patagonia's commitment to the environment, the company has implemented many initiatives to minimize its negative impact. For instance, Patagonia's Footprint Chronicles provides customers with a transparent view of their supply chain. Patagonia's commitment to transparency is reflected in its $10 million commitment to the Regenerative Organic Certified program, aiming to improve soil health and animal welfare. Another initiative, the company's Worn Wear program, promotes a circular economy by offering customers a take-back system and a second-hand online store of Patagonia's beloved products. It has saved over 45,000 garments from going to the landfill, and the company has reduced its carbon emissions by 68% since 2015 and is aiming to go carbon neutral by 2025. Patagonia is also a founding partner of the 1% for the Planet, donating 1% of its revenue to grassroots environmental NGOs. Established in 2002, the nonprofit became an alliance of businesses that donate 1% of their total annual sales to grassroots environmental groups. Since 1985, the outdoor wear brand has donated more than $140 million to causes. However, some voices argue that Patagonia's environmental efforts may be nothing short of greenwashing or clever marketing. Its controversial marketing campaign, Don't Buy This Jacket, launched on Black Friday in 2019, resulted in record sales of $10 million US. Patagonia, however, responded that it would donate 100% of its sales from the event to nature conservation efforts. Critics highlight Patagonia's emphasis on individual consumer behavior rather than larger systemic issues that the fashion industry is facing. This poses a question. To what extent do Patagonia's marketing and advertising campaigns contribute positively to the protection of the environment, if at the same time they increase demand for its products, thus consumerism? Even though the company donates large amounts to environmental protection and is a trailblazer in innovating its products to be as sustainable as possible, the company leaders recognize that they are still very far from making Patagonia a business that is fully circular, producing zero waste or emissions-free. In 2022, the company announced that instead of extracting value from nature and transforming it into wealth for investors, they'll use the wealth Patagonia creates to protect the source of all wealth. Rather than selling or taking the company valued at about $3 billion public, the Chouinards transferred its ownership to Patagonia Purpose Trust. Because of this donation of shares, the family paid about $17.5 million US in taxes on the gift. The Chouinards also donated the other 98% of Patagonia to a newly established nonprofit organization called the Holdfast Collective, which will now be the recipient of all company's profits and use the funds to combat climate change at around $100 million per year. Even though the company has paid some tax, a Bloomberg analysis found that the structure of Patagonia's deal means that the owners can avoid taxes they would have paid if they had sold the company. We could argue that producing and selling jackets, hats, and ski pants that harm the environment is in juxtaposition to its aims of nature conservation. As the case of Patagonia demonstrates, being a truly environmentally focused company is a delicate balancing act. What is the business model of Patagonia? Some call it compassionate capitalism. Can a for-profit company like Patagonia truly prioritize sustainability without compromising its financial goals and vice versa?